Good morning, distinguished guests, family, and friends. On behalf of Bradley University, our Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, and our soon-to-be graduates, I am honored to welcome you to the Winter 2022 Commencement Ceremony. I am Dr. Stephen Standiford, Bradley's 12th president, and it is my great privilege to lead this event today, which celebrates our graduates and undergraduate students. Now, please rise and remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem, followed by an invocation.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, what trumpets we watched were so streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs busted in air, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? What the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our national anthem was led by Dr. Miracle Ama, Assistant Professor of Voice, thank you, and accompanied by Dr. Chi-Hun Choi. Thank you, Doctors Ama and Choi, very much. And it is now my opportunity and my honor to introduce our special guest to deliver our invocation today. Kathy Holtz is the chair of our Board of Trustees and a distinguished Bradley alumna. Please welcome Kathy Holtz.
Good morning, and congratulations to all our graduates today. Let us pray. As we gather here this morning to celebrate the achievements of this newest class of Bradley graduates, we give thanks for the strength, the perseverance, and the protection given them during their college years. We are grateful for the family and friends who sacrificed and supported them during their education. We also are thankful for Bradley University, whose dedicated faculty and staff taught and mentored these graduates, preparing them for productive and successful lives. For these and the many blessings which we have received, we give thanks. Amen.
Thank you, Kathy. You may be seated. It is so wonderful to see you all here today, and a special greeting and thanks to those who are watching or listening live on our live stream online. At this time, I'd like to introduce the members of the platform party who you will not be hearing from during the ceremony. Please stand as I call your names and remain standing. You may hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Jin Wang, our honorary marshal for today's ceremony and this year's recipient of the Samuel Rothberg Professional Excellence Award, which recognizes outstanding achievements in research and creativity. Jessica Clark, Dean of the College of Education and Health Sciences. Dr. Sharon Desmoulins-Karat, member of the Board of Trustees. The Honorable James E. Shadid, member of the Board of Trustees. Sarah Glover, Senior Associate Dean of the Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts. Dan Moon, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Molly Gribb, Dean of the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology and Dean of the Foster College of Business. Warren Anderson, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Justin Ball, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Cheryl Cox, Senior Vice President, CFO and COO. Aaron Genovese, Vice President for Advancement. Chris Jones, Vice President for Strategy and Innovation. Aaron Kasberg, Vice President for Legal Affairs and General Counsel. Nathan Thomas, Vice President for Student Affairs. These individuals are devoted to Bradley's success and are focused on what is best for our students and this great institution. I hope you will join me in showing your appreciation for all that they do. Next, and very importantly, I want to recognize our incredible faculty and staff. These individuals do so much to ensure our students walk across the stage. These people go above and beyond each and every day, and I mean that, each and every day, to make sure our students are prepared for success. If you are a Bradley faculty or staff member, please stand and accept our gratitude for all that you do to make this university the fantastic place that it is. We are here today to honor the amazing achievements of our students. And while that may, to many of you, seem somewhat commonplace, only 37.9% of Americans have actually earned their bachelor's degree, according to Pew Research. That number drops even further when you talk about graduate education. Just 14.3% have earned master's, doctorates, or professional degrees. And you all did this during one of the most difficult situations in modern history, the COVID-19 pandemic. You faced having to pivot from in-person classes to online learning and back again. You did so during a heightened level of political and racial unrest, and whatever issues you faced, you persevered. So while your being here may seem ordinary to you, it is something you should be very proud of and celebrate. I know I speak, yeah, that's where it's got. I know I speak for everyone at Bradley when I say how proud we are of you all, and I'm sure your families are as too, and I'm so thrilled to see so many of them here to support you today. Most of you know that Bradley is actually celebrating its 125th anniversary this year, which means, think about this, which means all of you become the first set of graduates for the next 125 years. This, it's always pause to graduate and celebrate. I think it's. This is significant because you are the ones who have laid the first bricks in the foundation for the next 125 years. You are the ones who will go out and build the founder's legacy of innovation and giving back to your communities. I hope you stay engaged with your Bradley family and you are part of what the next 125 years have to bring for the university. Now, it's a Bradley tradition during commencement for a member of the graduating class and a member of our Alumni Association to share a few words. First, let me introduce you to Ilian Nasser, our student speaker. Ilian is from Peoria and is majoring in finance along with a minor in management and leadership. She serves as a global financial intern at Caterpillar Inc. and has already secured full-time employment there. During her internship, she analyzed CAT pricing data against their competitors and presented the findings to the product groups. Ilian said the experience helped her out of her comfort zone by having to lead discussions with CAT employees from different areas. One of the more memorable parts of her internship experience was being part of the Caterpillar podcast and sharing experiences about moving from the classroom to to the corporate setting. Previously, Ilion interned at RLI Insurance and at OSF Healthcare. She also served as an associate banker for Chase Bank. It's clear she has put what she has learned in the classroom to good use. At Bradley, Ilion served as the Vice President of Membership Development for the group Women in Business, as well as Logistics and Operations Chair for APICS. She is a member of the Finance Management Association and a student admissions representative. Please welcome Ilion Nasser to the podium.
Thank you, President Standiford. Good morning, everybody. President Standiford, Provost Sakahi, Board of Trustees, distinguished members of the faculty and staff, alumni, family, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2022. I am honored to be your speaker. I remember my first day as a freshman here at Bradley. One of my professors put us in groups and had us answer one question: why did you decide to go to college? It was for the first time ever I'd realized not everyone who graduates from high school then goes to college. I was raised my whole life knowing that college is a must, a box that needs to be checked, that I need a college education for a better future, a stable career, and the ability to make a difference in the community that I live in. As an immigrant, as a woman, and as an Arab American who happens to be the daughter of a college professor father and a school teacher mother, there was really no decision to be made there. It was obvious that whether I wanted to or, God forbid, did not want to, I was still going to college. What I didn't know, though, was what college really meant. Is it really the Chem Lab, Calculus 1, or even a more sophisticated course, like risk forecasting, that will make me successful when I leave Bradley? The answer may be, not really. Those classes are only part of what made us the braves we are today. In fact, it's what we experienced along the way, the people we met, and the relationships we formed that are the reason we are ready to go out into the world and make a difference. Bradley's diploma is not a piece of paper that states you just graduated and therefore you can conquer anything a job can throw at you. Bradley is walking to class and saying hi to at least 5 people on the way. Bradley is our professors, who didn't mind meeting with us past 5 p.m. to answer questions. Bradley is not having anywhere to sit in the student center on a random Tuesday at noon because all the freshmen are swiping away their dining dollars at Chick-fil-A. Bradley is our second home, and it allows us the ability to think, work through, and develop relationships to help conquer anything thrown our way. During our time here, we have had countless precious human connections that have kept us going even through our struggles and tough times. We've learned from our founder, Lydia Moss Bradley, who even after the death of her husband and all 6 of her children, refused to let her pain define her, consume her, or dim her light. Instead, she created our university before women even had the right to vote. She exemplifies to us. In every ending, there is a beginning. Today, we are closing our Bradley chapter, but a new exciting chapter is waiting for us. It is going to be filled with highs and lows, but I hope that no matter what life throws at us, we can turn those moments into something even far more great. In life, I've learned that pain demands to be felt. We are meant to feel down, helpless, and sad, but the beauty is in how we decide to rise up after we fall. Like most of us here, at times I've really struggled. But with struggle comes progress. Whether it be struggling to adjust to our first all-online COVID semester, to getting rejected from our top internship choice, to desperately trying to pass Accounting 301 and everything in between, our time at Bradley was not easy. But nothing great ever came from easy. Without our fully remote semester, we wouldn't have stories to tell about our friends joining the Zoom call with the professor's face as their customized background. Without having rejections, I wouldn't have applied 17 more times to the same company to finally get my dream internship out of state. And without challenging classes, we wouldn't have went to those office hours that eventually turned into amazing friendships with our professors. For those of you who haven't had the privilege of being taught by Bill Funkhauser, I'm sorry. As a finance major, Professor Funkhauser's classes were something I looked forward to, even the 5:30 to 8:30 evening ones. He believed that the classroom is a sacred place that stays in the students' hearts and minds when professors get it right. Some words of wisdom he used to always share with his students were, "I've slayed all the dragons I'm going to slay in my lifetime. The time is near when you will embark upon your quest to slay dragons. When that time arrives, don't flinch. Class of 2022, our time is here. Let's not flinch and slay all the dragons we possibly can." Congratulations to all of you, and thank you.
Really nicely done. Wonderful words of wisdom, Ileana. Thank you. We wish you the very best at the beginning of your career and look forward to seeing what dragons you slay and what the future holds for you. We now turn to today's alumni speaker, Katie McGinn Berger, serving as president of the Bradley University Alumni Association. Katie received her undergraduate degree in English from Bradley in 2008 and her master's in leadership and human service administration from Bradley in 2011. She is currently pursuing her doctorate at Northeastern University. Katie is the Chief Student Affairs Officer at Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy. Previously, she served at the college level and in the not-for-profit sector, which earned her recognition and awards for service to students and innovative professional practices. She not only attended Bradley as a student, but she also worked here. Katie was an adjunct faculty member in the College of Education and Health Sciences. She was the director of the Louis J. Berger Center for Student Leadership and Public Service. Katie also served as the acting associate director for fraternity and sorority life, so she knows her way around campus from a student, employee, and alumni perspective. We are thrilled to have Katie with us here today to share a few words with you.
Thank you, President Sandiford. And good morning, Bradley University Class of 2022. I am thrilled to be here with you this morning representing the Bradley University Alumni Association. I want to offer my sincere congratulations to each of you for your accomplishments. As a group, you've experienced nearly everything Bradley has to offer: online courses and in-person learning, undergraduate and graduate level coursework, and leadership and involvement around campus. Being with you here today, I can feel the emotions of the day. The pride that comes along with achieving your degree, the excitement of celebrating that accomplishment with your fellow graduates, family, and friends, and even perhaps a little apprehension as you leave a place that you have called your home. Today marks your transition from Bradley University students to Bradley alumni. So while you might be leaving your Bradley home, you continue to be an important part of the Bradley University family. In talking to some of the graduates here today, I know that many of you are already familiar with Bradley University alumni. You've received scholarships supported by alumni, met them at events, seen them in your classes as lecturers, and a few of you have even been hired by Bradley alumni for jobs and internships. This alumni support will continue for you now, as this network becomes a resource for social connection, professional networking, and continued learning. So wherever life takes you next, I invite you to bring Bradley along with you. Say hello to that person you seeing wearing a Bradley shirt. Wear your B-Shield pin to work and to events. Share your experiences on the hilltop with prospective Bradley students. Find ways to share your time, talent, and treasure back to Bradley University as an alumnus so you can make the impact on the next generation of Bradley students. Today, you join more than 70,000 Bradley University alumni worldwide as you fulfill Lydia's legacy to educate young people who can make an impact on our world. Congratulations, Bradley Class of 2022, and welcome to the Bradley University Alumni Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. And now, let's get to the main event and my favorite part of the ceremony, the bestowing of degrees. We begin with our graduate degrees, specifically our doctoral students. We'll begin with the Doctor of Education candidates. They're joining students from our Doctor of Nursing program, practice program to receive their degrees. Dr. Walter Zakahi, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, will introduce the candidates.
Will the candidates for our doctoral programs please rise? President Standiford, these candidates, having met the requirements established by the faculty and executive committee of the graduate faculty, and having achieved notable progress in their special fields of advanced learning, I present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Education and Doctor of Nursing Practice.
And now my absolute favorite part. On the recommendation of the Provost, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by your faculty with all the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
The following students will be hooded by Dr. Jana Hunziger. Rosa Abruscato successfully completed a scholarly project entitled The Influence of Campus Resources on LGBTQ+ Students. Congratulations, Dr. Abruscato. Trinity Megan Albertson successfully completed a scholarly project entitled The Effects of Intrapersonal Development Among Female Entrepreneurs, the role self-efficacy plays in the success on women-owned businesses. Congratulations, Dr. Albertson. Charla Lewis successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Actions to Address Rural Band Director Attrition, a Case Study. Congratulations, fully hooded Dr. Lewis. Nancy Sweet successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Improving Career and Technical Education Student Motivation Through Early Support Programs. Congratulations, Dr. Sweet. Afrim Shabani successfully completed a scholarly project entitled An Integrated Approach to Musicianship and Music Theory in the Piano Studio. Congratulations, Dr. Shabani. The following students will be hooded by Dr. Karen Smith. Denise Allgood successfully completed a scholarly project entitled improving perinatal depression screening and treatment in a rural primary care clinic. Congratulations, Dr. Allgood. Diana Anton successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Lifestyle Modifications for Patients on Psychiatric Medications, Virtual Medical Management to Improve Quality of Life. Congratulations, Dr. Anton. Nicole Marie Beard successfully completed a scholarly project entitled High Intermittent Suction Use on EVAC Port to Reduce Ventilator-Associated Events. Congratulations, Dr. Beard. Brianna Bradford successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Improving Medication Education on an Adult Inpatient Unit using a Multimodal Approach. Congratulations, Dr. Bradford. Brittany Kirkland successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Implementation of a Surgical Checklist to Reduce Surgical Site Infections. Congratulations, Dr. Kirkland. Yolanda Knight Tuckley successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Shh, Improving Patient Satisfaction Scores with a Quiet at Night Care Bundle. Congratulations, Dr. Knight Tucker. The following students will be hooded by Dr. Daniel McLeod. Tina Banks Gray successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Connecting the Pipeline from Underserved High School Students to College-Ready Higher Education Applicants. Congratulations, Dr. Banks Gray. Tashika Carlton successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Faculty Diversity and the Impact on Student Success During Post-Secondary Education, a Critical Race Theory Approach. Congratulations, Dr. Carlton. Gretchen Michelle Keys successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Caregiving Amid COVID-19, Lived Experience of Student Caregivers in Higher Education During the Pandemic. Congratulations, Dr. Keys. James Robert McFadden II successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Whose Problem Is It Anyway? Teaching Professionalism to Medical Residents and the Effects of the Hidden Agenda. Congratulations, Dr. McFadden. Jennifer Kelly Halpin successfully completed a scholarly project entitled The impact of COVID-19 on first-generation college students. Congratulations, Dr. Halpin. Camila Limber Williams successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Determining the Role Academic Strategies Play in the First-Year College Experience of African American Males with ADHD. Congratulations, Dr. Williams. The following students will be hooded by Dr. Scott Estes. Harmony Cross successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Through the Voices of Students, exploring the experiences of underrepresented students participating in a summer bridge program. Congratulations, Dr. Cross. Seema Taher Imran successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Socialization Techniques on Online Higher Learning, creating a sense of community and the impact on student retention. Congratulations, Dr. Imran. Felicia Lynette Keelan successfully completed a scholarly project entitled The Impact of Family Research on Major Declaration, Self-Efficacy, and Retention of College Students. Congratulations, Dr. Keelan. Dawn Leanne Peterson successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Does Belonging Count in Math? And in an action research study on belonging and academic performance in the co-requisite and gateway math courses. Congratulations, Dr. Peterson. Ricky Wendell Smith Sr. successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Preparing African American Students for Post-Secondary Success, an action study of student retention at a historically black college and university. Congratulations, Dr. Smith. The following students will be hooded by Dr. Deborah Erickson. Adrian Nelson successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Effectiveness of Micro-Debriefing Intervention in a Rural Healthcare Facility, a Quality Improvement Project. Congratulations, Dr. Nelson. Laura Elizabeth Flynn successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Implementation of an Updated Screening Tool to Identify Human Trafficking Victims in the Emergency Department. Congratulations, Dr. Flynn. Andrea Harlan successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Virtual Discharge to Enhance Discharge Timeliness and Improve Hospital Throughput. Congratulations, Dr. Harlan. Kara Elizabeth Messier successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Implementation of a Discharge Lounge to Decrease Emergency Department Boarding and Increase Patient Throughput, a Quality Improvement Project. Congratulations, Dr. Messier. Brandon Ramsey successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Implementing Admission Discharge Nurses to Improve Hospital Throughput and Reduce ED Boarding Times, a Quality Improvement Project. Congratulations, Dr. Ramsey. Natasha Marie Plank successfully completed a scholarly project entitled That was close. Her project was entitled Improving Policy for Respiratory Patients in a Long-Term Care Facility. Whew. Congratulations, Dr. Plank. Caitlin Rose Mullane successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Implementing a Pilot Project to Assist Patients in Controlling Blood Pressure in a Primary Care Setting through a Nurse-Led Blood Pressure Clinic. Congratulations, Dr. Mullane. The following students will be hooded by Dr. Kelly Fogelmark. Giacchio Sinha successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Strategies to Reduce Outpatient Chemotherapy Errors. Congratulations, Dr. Sinha. Mercedes Stahl successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Mid-Shift Recovery to Reduce Nurse Turnover. Congratulations, Dr. Stahl. Lindsay Taylor Stoutemeyer successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Use of the CAM assessment to identify delirium in the nursing home setting, a quality improvement project. Congratulations, Dr. Stoutemeyer. DeAndre Eric Turner successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Applying a Sustainability Framework to Leadership Oversight for Progressive Mobility on Medical Surgical Units. Congratulations, Dr. Turner. Jamie Yee successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Implementation of a Medication Reconciliation Toolkit to Decrease 60-Day Readmission Rates in a Pediatric Emergency Room. Congratulations, Dr. Yee. Morgan Skinner successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Implementation of an Organized Code Team Within the Intensive Care Setting to Increase Efficacy of Resuscitation Efforts. Congratulations, Dr. Skinner. Michael A. Adair successfully completed a scholarly project entitled Fall Prevention Program in a Rural Setting. Congratulations, Dr. Adair.
Congratulations to all of our doctoral students. You may be seated. Will those receiving their master's degrees please rise? President Standiford, these candidates standing before you, already holding bachelor's degrees, having met the requirements established by the faculty and executive committee of the graduate faculty, and having achieved notable progress in their special fields of advanced learning, are presented for their appropriate graduate degrees.
On the recommendation of the Provost, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by your faculty with all the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
We begin with the graduates from the Foster College of Business. Please come forward and receive your master's hoods and diplomas and be congratulated by President Standiford and Dr. Molly Gribb, Dean. All the other students may be seated.
Angelica Nina Fonte. Shannon Elise McGowan. Karen Janice Williams. Erica Ann Dice. Dustin Leroy Reed. Andrea Jean Grendel. Abby L. Greskoviak. Ian Thomas Hatterman. Jack Robert Galloway.
Congratulations, and please be seated. Next, graduates from the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology, please rise and come forward to receive your master's, hoods, and diplomas, and be congratulated by President Standiford and Dr. Molly Gribb, Dean.
Zaid Abdelrahman Adam Abdelrahman. Saeed Zaki Uddin Ahmed. Muhammad Fahed Sufyan Sagri. Abdallah Sami Swiden. Hawa E. Yuki Shi. Hui Duke Lei. Rajeshwari Yaluru. Dilip Kumar Parvathunani. Abubakar Albala.
Congratulations, and please be seated. Next, will the graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences please rise and come forward to receive your master's, hoods, and diplomas, and be congratulated by President Standiford and Dr. Daniel Moon, Dean.
Grace Carolyn Kroll. Suvita Vidula. Mayudiki Jugrithi.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Finally, the graduates from the College of Education and Health Sciences, please rise and come forward to receive your hoods, diplomas, and be congratulated by President Standiford and the College Dean, Dr. Jessica Clark.
Carlos Caldera. Kelly Blanche Allen. Chaga N. Bullock. Kristen Beard Delahousse. Arshia Porcina Kusal. Mabel Rayero Miqueo. Lindsay Rochelle Reno. Kate Siobhan Grundy. Christian Reppel Dater. Lauren Michelle Draftkey. Samantha Harrison. Joseph Cheyune. Aileen Assaker. Tia Wanguma. Levin Jean DeChantal. Latasha Deanne Nichols. Erin Renee Deering. Nakasha Jenkins. Priscilla Njua. Orsa Yowanbor Ormorordion. Leanne Lim Pena. Anthony Chijioke Nwokocha. Heidi Sue Pena. Sydney Marie Gilmer. Sierra Nicole Perez. Courtney Megan Reynolds. Oh, careful. Then we made it. Simone. Hailey Simone Robinson. Catherine Tyatt. Abigail Lynn Puff. Jessica J. Labuda. Omatola George. Brina June Balian. Megan Elizabeth Reimers. Mariah Cole. Lainey K. Emmons. David Benjamin Schwartz. Jessica Patricia Garcia. Jamie Nicole Schwass. Jordan Patricia Grimm. Constance Renee Charles. Andrea Lynn Wicker. Emily Ann Winkle. Teresa Thompson. Elise McDonald. Teresa Nicole Werkheiser.
Congratulations, and please be seated. We will now move to our undergraduate students. Will all the undergraduate candidates from the 5 colleges please rise? President Staniford, these candidates, majoring in programs of the Foster College of Business, the Henry Pendel Slane College of Communications and Fine Arts, the College of Education and Health Sciences, the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and the Turner School of Entrepreneurship and Innovation have completed the work prescribed by the faculty and are presented for their appropriate degrees.
It is with great pleasure that I say, on the recommendation of the deans of the respective colleges, in accordance with the requirements established by the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees at Bradley University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by your faculty, with all the earned rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
The candidates will now come forward to receive their diplomas and be congratulated by President Staniford and their college dean. We begin with the Foster College of Business. Students, please come forward and receive your diplomas and be congratulated by President Staniford and the college's dean, Dr. Molly Gribb. All other graduates may be seated at this time.
Erica Ann Dice. Dustin Leroy Reed. Andrea Jean Grendel. Abby L. Greskoviak. Ian Thomas Hatterman. Jack Robert Galloway. Mallory Jo Meinke. Jesse Cordell McDowell. Derek Jeffrey Roche. Luke Charles Lowry. Andrew Dallas Wendling. Nicholas G. Feeney. John Patrick Donnelly.
Medina,
Congratulations.
Medina Karamani. Ilyan Nasir. Sarah Christine Robertson. Alan Tyler McLean. Michael David Young. Genevieve Meng Parente. Omar Adil Baha. Brittany Ann Kerner. Andrea Palermo. Logan Ellis Carr. Kaylee Ann Benton. Rachel Ann Reese. Riley Patricia Johnson.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, the candidates from the Henry Pindell Slane College of Communication and Fine Arts. Please rise and come forward to receive your diploma and be congratulated by President Staniford and the college's Senior Associate Dean, Dr. Sarah Glover.
Cody Lynn Roskins. Aiden G. Conklin. Alexander Johannes Schmidt. Benjamin Eugene Fries. Robert Edward Lee III. Nitsi Martinez. Mallory Ann Clark. Brittany Lee Jackson. Marlon Otis Lee. Alan Chishima Kabese. Joshua Devin Mobaugh. Luke Ian Anderson. Jacob Ryan Pipkin.
Mackenzie Sky Lancourt. Nicholas Daniel Zoll. Dominic Giovanni Balsamo. Alexander Bryce Staub. Haley Elizabeth Delacour. Parrish Len Higgins. Carmen Isabella Elise Torres. Haley Kamen Hutchings. Skylar Mitchell Gillespie. Olivia Marie Vavrick Clausen. Wyatt Daniel DeUtrick. Erin Nicole Lingenfeller. Alexis Monique Johnson. Aaliyah Renee Moore. Caleb Samuel Eisenberger Rhodes. Ralph Evan Bugg.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the candidates from the College of Education and Health Sciences please rise and come forward to receive diplomas and be congratulated by President Staniford and the college's dean, Dr. Jessica Clark.
Lauren Rebecca Poland. Maria de Lourdes Vargas. Joseph Patrick Rita. Julia Ray Dennison. Olivia Elizabeth Westner. Marshall Clayton Macaluso. Ana Interante. Quesida Dinah Hefner.
Kiana Curry Rivera. Brittany May Downey. Macy Ann Glatz. Taylor Grace Tomlyanovich. Tariq Jaquez Priest. Amanda Rose Davenport. Santanique Renee Hogan.
Congratulations. Please be seated. We move on now to the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology. Candidates, please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas and be congratulated by President Standiford and Dr. Molly Gribb, the college's dean.
Melissa Ray Hansmeyer. Joseph Arum Buterbaugh. Matthew Gardner. Willie Crawford. Armani Alphonse Harris. Nolan Matthew Hypes. Kevin Timothy Lauer. Dalton Kyle Bolin. Robert Michael Whalen. Alex Christopher Rebeler. Sawyer J. Good. Jaden Hake. Connor Michael Steele. Zachary Lenz Council. Corey Michael Kenzer. Alec Frank Baltazar. Nathaniel Ryan Orzalak. Eric Robert Arnold. Zigmi Toka.
Juliana Mary Babin. Ethan David Fritz. Daniel Elliott Amadio. Alex Zimmerman. Jacob John Michael Simmons. Caleb Sarf. Alex Fong Wen. Muhammad Hadrami. Faisal Rafi. Pedro Dominguez. Logan Michael Kreiser. Jake Charles Fitch. Vincenzo Antonio Lobosco. Brendan M. Shum. Dalton Wayne Crumley. Blake Andrew Poston. Luke Anthony Sulo. Alexander John Klinkner. Timothy Cleveland. Rashed Mahdi Khatum. Stephen Miles Pickwell.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas. And be congratulated by President Standiford and Dr. Daniel Moon, the college's dean.
Ioana Martinova Trendafilova. Stephanie Penny Church. Daniela Maria Barceo. Mary Jean Ashton. Anna Reese Milani. Leani Marie Oliveras. Megan Elizabeth Williams. Madeline Louise Maslin. Jaden Michael Pleasance. Michael Joe Walker Sr. Ginger Frank Herman. Jemiah Kiera Glover. Nandia Eilid Gonzalez. Chloe Canchola. Matthew Raymond Job. Genesis Esther Bahena. Maria Cecilia Hernandez. Andres Valles. Jose Valenzuela. Michael Anthony Traficanti. Paige Irene Matthews. Corrine Renee Bond. Kite Sky Archambault.
Casey James Stafford. Rena Elena Shapiro Gersten. Rebecca Rose Miller. Caitlin Violet Coyle. Isabella Rose Marie Acostero. Parker Alice Johnson. Chloe E. Schwan. Kinsley Marie Barnard. Mia Marie Stiefel. Marissa Renee Christine Kiever. Samara Howard. Alexis Marie Rojas. Paige Marie Bunzel. Catherine Mulkins. Morgan Faith Giles. Magdalena Guerrera. Nicholas Quentin Rogers. Kyle Andrew Sear Flessner. Frank Paulini. Juan David Varela Ortiz. Sean Patrick M. Tornilla. Bosana Loiper. Darian Lee Bays. Alexis Grace Golden. Sneha Swaroop. Shante Lamar Teague Jr. Ethan Kyle Gento. Madison Keeley Rodatz. James Joseph DeFiglio.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Finally, graduates from the Turner School of Entrepreneurship and Innovation, please come forward to receive your diplomas and be congratulated by President Staniford and Dr. Eden Blair, Turner School Interim Executive Director and Academic Director.
Grant D. Colgan. Elijah Malik Stallings.
Congratulations. And you may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating all of today's graduates. I'd like to call special attention to our readers for today. Sometimes I think they have the most challenging job of the day. Lee Wenger, Jana Hunsicker, and Seth Katz, thank you for being a part of today's ceremony. As we conclude these exercises, please stand and join in singing the University Alma Mater, Hail Red and White. The words are printed in the front of your program. When we're done, please remain standing until the completion of the recessional by the platform party and the faculty. Congratulations again, graduates. I wish you the best of luck in all that comes next.
Lift up your hearts and sing, lift up thy light. Let all your voices ring, hail red and white. Red for courage,